Hi everybody, Sunday. Happy Sunday all of you. Welcome to Hollywood Bets Grable. We're on the Poly and we're with Len Mayhew, who's on the line, who's going to talk to us about this card. It's the start of the Bipot race 2. And it's an interesting one because both Winds of Change and Future Variety are quite decent sorts. They're pretty good sprinters, I'd have thought. And on Friday morning, the market had number 5, Winds of Change, as the favourite, 11 to 10. For Future Variety, at 2 to 1 as the second favourite. And then number 2, Henry Harvey, priced up 5 to 1. And you can get 10 to 1 about a horse called Bourbon Warrior, who's number 7 on the card. Then it is 14 to 1 and better about the balance. How's it going, Lenny? Well done last weekend on you catching PAs and jackpots and stuff like that. Let's hope the form continues. Which one? Winds of Change or Future Variety?
Good morning, Clyde. Yes, look, the two visiting horses, Winds of Change and Future Variety, look to be head and shoulders above the opposition in that first leg of the Bipot, and I expect them to run 1-2. Neither have run on the Poly. That's the only negative, if there is a negative. But with the two of them, I expect them to run, as I say, to run first and second, and I'm including both in the Bipot for doubling up purposes.
Okay, let's take a look.
Obviously, Henry Harvey.
Sorry, carry on. And you say Henry Harvey, yeah?
He looks a bit of a promising youngster, but these other two have proven themselves in feature races, so they should really fight out the finish.
Okay, well, in terms of the weights, Winds of Change is obviously the best weighted horse in the race, and Future Variety second best, and then the rest have got some to do in terms of weights. But there's the snapshot of Len Mayhew's Bipot today. You can see there are a couple of bankers in there, and it's 144 Rand. Okay, back with us. Race number 3 on the card. Welcome. This is a maiden class over 1,000 metres out at Hollywood Bets Grable. We're on the Poly. And this morning, or Friday morning that is, number 6, Holy Star, 2 to 1 favourite. Number 5, Simbine, second choice at 3 to 1. 7, Priory Terrace is at 4 to 1. 11 to 2 about the 4, Clickbait. And number 8, Barrington Blue is next best in at 6 to 1. It's double figures about the others. Lenny, I was quite impressed with this horse. I've been watching him. He's a lovely looker, Holy Star, the son of Pomodoro. Watched his debut run, his last 2 starts. I thought his last start in particular, a little cramped here and there, but he gives me the impression he's quite a nice horse.
100%, Cloud. His last run, he was just touched off in the closing stages. And prior to that, he ran 3 lengths off Aristocratic, who quitted himself well in the Golden Horseshoe. So he's definitely the one to beat. There is a lot of speed around in the race, but I'm opting to bank Holy Star in the Bipot and first leg of the PA.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right move. You've got to obviously respect Priory Terrace and Barrington Blue. There are a few in here, as you say, that can perhaps put it together. But just to the naked eye, I saw Holy Star, I saw something. Banker 6 in the PAs in this particular leg at 384 Rand per. Glenn's got a banker halfway through in the 4th leg, banker the 4. All right, let's have a look at race number 4 now. It's it's a handicap, open maiden, 1,400 metres. Should run at about 1:30 on Sunday afternoon during lunchtime. And number 3, Valley Gal, favourites, top of the boards at 2 to 1. 6, Jump the Green Light, is trading at 5 to 1 on Friday. 8, Intro, 5 to 1. 10, Line in the Sky, 5 to 1. 1, Fantasy League, with no weight, absolutely no weight on its back, is at 15 to 2. And number 9, Run for Peace, is trading at 10 to 1, 12 to 1, and better about the others. All right, it's pick 6 time. Len, over to you. Tell us what we need to do.
Clyde, it's a very tricky start to the pick 6, being an open maiden. So I suggest including a few runners. I had originally had like 6 marked, but because of the competitive card today, we've got to try and cut it down to as minimal as possible. So I've opted for 4 horses here. Valley Girl, who ran a nice race coming back from a 6-month break. And if she's improved from that run, she should again run well. Then Jump the Green Light has got fair form, but makes her Poly debut. We don't know how she'll go with it. And then also intro and a line in the sky should also be included. There are others, as you mentioned. Fantasy League is a lightweight, but as I say, I've had to cut it down to try and cut the perms down a bit.
Yeah, and Intro, there wasn't a bad run from Intro. It was a debut run out in KwaZulu-Natal for Com Naidu. She's having her second for the yard. Bling's riding her, so should have a chance. 6-3, 6-8, 10 in the first leg of the Pick 6, but it's a maiden class field, but a handicap type race, so anything is possible. Obviously, Lenny has got a banker in the third leg of the Pick 6. He'll be hoping that Numzan wins today. On to race number 5, and there are a few in here with chances. This maiden handicap over 2,000 metres, or open maiden as it would be referred to. Perhaps, if you're drawn that wide over the 2,000, you've got time to get over. It might not be too much of an issue, but there are a few here that have got chances that haven't got the best of draws. Number 8, Take Your Best Shot, top of the boards on Friday morning is 33-10. 12, Fine Wine is 7-2. 11, Spectacular is trading at 15-4. Number 1, Window to My Soul, 9-2. And then you can get double figures about the others. It is a jackpot opportunity. It's the first of 2 jackpots today. And I guess you'll be getting a few horses here, Len. I thought maybe Fine Wine, but I guess the draw, I don't know how worried you are about draws over 2,000.
Draw over that distance, Clyde. But Window to My Soul, he was disappointing the last time he ran. But he's definitely better than that run. And now back over the 2,000 meters, I think he'll run an improved race. He does try the blinkers on Sunday, so hopefully that will work in his favor. Then the 8 horse, Take Your Best Shot. He's placed in both of his local runs on the out. Then he must be a big runner as well. But he's never been this distance, so there's a bit of a question mark there. Then the others to include are the 12, Fine Wine, also the 11, Spectacular. I'm expecting improvement from.
Okay, so those are the 4 that we're chalking up: 1, 8, 11, and 12 in the first leg of the first jackpot by banker 4, by 1, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, and at the back 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 11. It's 144 Rand a pop. Okay, welcome back. This is the Class 4 over 1,600 metres, and it should run about 20-3. Friday morning. Let's get an update on the betting. Numzan favourite at 7-2. I know Len's banked this in most of his play. We'll get a reason why in a moment. 10, Star of the Future, 9-2, second favourite. 2, White Seahorse is priced up at 11-2. 7-1, 1, Global Movement. And number 5, Legendary, is at 7-1. They are betting 8-1 about 3, Prince Florian. And then you can get 10 or 12-1 and better about the balance. Well, he's in good form, Numzan, at the moment, Len. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts. He seems to enjoy the poly too.
100%, Clyde. Look, the reason I have banked him, I'm not saying he's a penalty kick, but we do need bankers. It's such a tough card, and the next few races are really impossible. So, I mean, Numzan is in form. He's won 2 of his last 3, and he loves the poly. And jockey Serena Mudley gets on very well with him. He's won 2 out of 2 on him. So they really have a good relationship, and I can't fault him. So, that's why I've opted to go along with him as a banker. Obviously, there's going to be dangers. If you look past him, there's many that can win, Clyde. White Seahorse, Star of the Future, Legendary, we can keep going. But I'm going to take a chance and go for Numzan. I expect a very honest run from him again.
Yeah, I'm sure so. Numzan, he's quite solid, isn't he, on the lead? When he goes to the front, he's quite a strong front runner too, is Numzan. I wonder if he'll do that again on Sunday. Anyway, trifectas, we're bankering the 4 with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. So we're coming to the end of the season now, and this is a case where in this particular racehorse like Zion's Pride, a 2-year-old taking the 3-year-old, but in a few weeks' time, they'll be a year older. And we'll find out from Len what he makes of the race. In the market, I can tell you that top of the boards is number 10, Al Ray Vien, who's at 9-2, 6, Joshua's Hot Snake, 5-1, number 8, Connoisseur is 6-1, 4 Perifio 7-1. The 2-year-old one, Zion's Pride, is 8-1. 8-1 about 5 Future Saint, and the same with number 9 Mahenda's also 8-1. It's 10-1 and better about the balance. Okay, Lenny, you can summarise for us.
Well, Clyde, for the card, and I urge punters to load up in the exotics. If I had to put my head on the block and choose one horse, I would go for the 10-horse El Rey VN. But there's two things against him. Firstly, he's never been on the poly. I beg your pardon, he has run on the poly, but his draw of 10 is not in his favour. So obviously he is a strong front runner, but he might just use up a bit of energy early on getting over. So very, very difficult race for me.
Yeah, I guess there are a number of horses in here that can win 1, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. They're all being included. Apprentice Mark Jacobson taking the 4 kilos off the juvenile, so he'll come in with a 60 on his back, but it's more open than that. There are a number of them, and this perm cost 288 Rand to get the second jackpot on. There are 10 races today, and that's why we've got the second jackpot starting with race 7. Okay, race number 8 on the card. Let's take a look at what the form looks like here. It's a class 3 and it's over 1,400 meters. I want to go back to Friday morning just to give an idea as to what was going on there. And 11 Rosh Kadesh tops the boards at 5-2. Dean Kanamea, Gavin Larena, they teaming up in this particular race. Number 13, this is what it means. The second choice at 7-2. 2 Plaza Accord is 6-1. 7-1, One Hope is Power. So is the 4 Mr. Nibbles, all the same, 7-1. And number 3, Mexican Pete, you can get 8-1. One worth mentioning is 9 Strathclyde, who's 8-1 and 10-1 and better about the balance. Let's talk a bit about Rosh Kadesh, if we can, please, Len. Just give me an idea what you make of its chances on Sunday.
Clyde, again, it's my first choice, but drawn out at 11, it's going to be tough for him, you know. He has come well, and if he was drawn 1, 2, or 3, I would really make him just about a fair thing. But from that draw, it's always tricky. So I'm going to suggest loading up again in this race. I'll give chances to quite a few. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 11. Yeah,
that is the challenge. Look, it's a 1,400, so the draw does certainly count for something. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. There are quite a few of them with chances here, and that's the recommended play in race 8. This is race number 9 on the card, and the market's got number 3, Gallic Dancer, favourite. Paul Matchett's there. They 7-2 favourite with Gavin Larena in the saddle. Number 9, Bank Street, second choice 4-1. 5, Victor Rail is priced up at 9-2. 1, Irish Rover, who might have a bit of a squeak here. He's priced up 11-2. And 8, Music is Life, Len, is 7-1. 12s and better about the balance. Your first choice is what?
Yeah, Clyde, again, not an easy race. You know what? This was Maneki Neko.
Yes.
He ran a very good race on the poly there first time. He's had 3 runs, but 2 have been on the turf, which he hasn't really shone at. But over on the poly track, he ran a good race behind Purple Powerhouse. He was running on nicely. And I'm going to take a flyer and say that'll be my first selection, but in an open race. I've given chances to 1, Irish Rover, Gallic Dancer, and also the 9-horse Bank Street. But all in all, again, a tough race.
Yeah, I see Gallic Dancer, she's tried the poly before, of course, in distance, on this course anyway. And she's coming back to take her chances. Another one, 1 Irish Rover, who Len puts into the play as well. Apprentice taking the 4 kilos off his back again. Let's see what comes of it on Sunday. 1, 3, 6, and 9 is a recommended swinger in the 9th race. Don't go away. We've got one more race to come. We'll share our information with you. Race 10, which runs at the top of the hour. Okay, back. Welcome to the Betway Way to Win. It's our final race we're going to look at. This horse, Papillion Blue, is looking to make a hat-trick of wins, and they look for Gavin Larena to ride her. The Pit Puerta stable, they're still there, And that is, what price is that? Also, it's favourite at 5-2. Number 3, Happy Fortune, is 9-2. 9, Crafty is 5-1. And number 8, Ella de Orange, is at 6-1. 7-1, number 5, Beautiful Rania. And there's one other, number 2, Rafif's Choice, who's 10-1. It's 12-1 and better about the balance. All right, let's see how Gavin Lorena will do here. Is that your first choice, perhaps, Len?
Yes, Clive, definitely the 10 horse Papillon Bleu is my first choice. She's an improving 3-year-old filly, and she's unbeaten over the course and distance. And despite her wide draw, she looks the one to beat. Then you've got the 2-year-old Crafty, who won very easily when on the surf at the course when winning her maiden, and we don't know how good she is. And then you've got Happy Fortune and Blush of Dawn. Blush of Dawn is my roughie. I think if she goes to the front with her lightweight, they might battle to reel her in. So, but Papillon Bleu, definitely my first choice.
Okay, so Papillon Bleu, 5-2 at the moment. Blush of Dawn, the 7 horse that Len has referred to, is 10-1. Got JC Burtis in the saddle for Garth Puller, and we're double floating in this particular case. The 9 and the 10. The 9 horse Crafty, certainly not without a chance among Kumalo's ride, and all of those that we've made reference to, 2, 3, 7, 8, that need to be included. That's the Betway Way to Win Sunday afternoon. Thanks, everybody. I hope it was a good weekend for you. We'll catch up with you in the week.